What it do, family of one? Just being out here in nature, enjoying that sunlight, enjoying the natural ass cold weather coming in from the fall. I'm out here like feeling a little brisk, little crisp, little cold out here today. What's up, Mr. Man? I ain't seen you in a couple days. The cat down the road's coming to visit. Hello, guys. So I'm gonna wait for some people to get on here, but I wanted to do a video today about anger and like resentment. You know, drinking the poison, expecting the other person to die, or anger is you punishing yourself for someone else's mistakes. I don't know if that resonates with you guys, but what's up, homie? You joining the live today? He's joining the live. He wants to hang out. You can hang out if you want. Sit down, pups. You can chill for the whole live. Alright, so I had to learn that anger was literally me hurting myself for someone else's mistakes. It was really rough to understand that part of my ascension. I had to learn to let go of the anger for others because it was going to poison my soul until I let go of it, okay? It was super crucial for me to learn why I was angry and triggered at somebody was usually not even their own things they were doing to me. It was literally something from my past that they were mirroring to me that I need healed, right? So I had to learn that I had to let go of this anger or else I was going to keep poisoning my... You want to get down, Bubsies? What you doing? You confused? So anyways, get down. So I had to literally rewire my whole brain on anger and resentment, right? I had to start to learn how to stop looking at others and what they were doing to me and start seeing myself and thinking that, holy shit, I think my own sanity and my own happiness and my own peace is more worth me sitting here seething in my soul and angry at another person for something they have done to me. Okay? So, like I said, resentment and anger. Anger is actually grief. I don't know if you guys know that. Manifested. Grief causes anger. You're grieving something, a situation, somebody did you wrong, so you're grieving them for how they did you. It's grief, and it blocks the heart chakra. This is the one we came here to open in this lifetime. The other ones are a little unbalanced, but this thing has never even been opened to humanity for the most part, except for some few select souls on the planet up until now. Now everybody's beginning to open their heart chakra, okay? So exactly. I struggle with anger towards my ex also for a long time. I'm telling you, it took me years to let go of the stuff that she ended up doing to me after our relationship was over, which honestly, she wasn't doing to me. I was taking it very personal. I had to learn that. I was taking it personal even though she was just out living life and she had forgot about me and detached, but I was still attached. I still felt connected, so I was still very angry in my soul whenever she would go out and get with one of my friends or do something like that, but it was all karma in the end, right? So, how do I get past anger? Well, usually, for me, I had to learn it was very much so time was gonna push me past anger, okay? I know time does not exist, but it was gonna be me choosing me on a daily basis over the anger that I felt in my soul for them, and I wanted to start choosing me to be happy in this moment because I was sick of being full of anger all day, and just that was what my vibration was pissed off and angry at the world and angry at everyone who's ever done me wrong. That's victim mindset, okay? That is the victim role, the 3D victim role. And people have to realize that you have created every scenario in your life from your subconscious mind. I do not care if you think you wouldn't, like, oh, why would I want that to happen to me? I'm not sure why it happened, but I know your higher self aligned it because it was going to be the best way for you to learn the lesson that you needed to learn about forgiveness, okay? When you're angry at someone, the lesson to them, they are on this planet to teach you about forgiveness. Whenever you are angry at someone, It is their lesson on the planet to teach you about forgiveness. What is forgiveness? It doesn't mean you hand them a card to say, you're off free from everything you've did to me. And, I'm just going to wipe the slate clean and I'm going to still love you for who you are. No. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is, I won't forget what the fuck you did to me, but I'm not going to let it poison my energy on a daily basis. I'm not going to no longer let it control me. I'm not going to no longer sit here in this energy and be poisoned in my soul just because you did me wrong. Okay? Forgiveness is all about you. It is always about you. It's a selfish thing. I don't care if it's selfish. It doesn't matter to me. You can call it selfish. I think it's selfless. Okay? A lot of people will have the wrong idea when it comes to certain things. So you clean up your side of the street and you forgive them. Why? Not because like karma will take care of them, although you should not wish karma upon them because you're wishing it upon yourself. Because when you're angry at them, you're seeing an unhealed aspect of yourself. Like for me, my ex, after we broke up, I hated her. I'm talking anger, right? Hated her. Why? Because she was going out and doing to me all the shit that I did to her over the years, neglecting me. She started getting with other men, and I felt like she was cheating, even though she wasn't cheating technically. Got with one of my friends. I got with one of her friends. Like, it was really bad. It was really, really terrible relationship. Okay? Morning, guys. I literally had to really analyze this anger in me for her because I realized it was truly an anger that I had for myself, that I wasn't forgiving myself for shit that I had done to her. And she was mirroring back onto me the things that I wasn't seeing that I was doing to her. And I remember one day I was sitting there in the driveway after I picked her up. I think she just got back from prison visiting her new husband. And I started crying to her and I said, I never ever thought about what I put you through. You put me through hell for like a year and a half, 2 years. I never thought about what I put you through for the solid 10 years that I was with you, and it was hell for her. She went through all her shit with me, and now she's in a higher vibration, of love, of self-love, and she's able to vibrate in her soulmate. Now, I had to just understand, like I said, that forgiveness is all about you. And you getting back to a place of not having poisoned energy, sitting there just angry in your soul for hours on end during a day, ruining your own day, punishing yourself for someone else's mistakes. I don't know how else I can say that. When you're angry at somebody, when you're pissed off, you're punishing yourself, your energy field, you're tainting your own shit to sit and seethe and think about them and fuck up your day. Why? What is you being angry at someone gonna do to them? You think it's gonna hurt them? No, they're over there happy as shit because you're thinking about them, sending them energy. What you focus on, everything you focus on gets your energy, okay? What you place your attention on is what gets energy from you. So I place my attention on helping people. What do I get back? Help from people. When you focus your attention on being angry at someone, all you get back is people fucking snapping at you, being angry at you. And whenever you focus on someone's energy field and you're always thinking about them all day, they are getting your light. They are depleting you from your light. You can call them, they're not an energy vampire because in that moment they're not purposely trying to take from you. You're just sending to them willingly. Doesn't matter what you think, you're sending to them willingly. So if you're sitting there thinking about your ex for 6 hours a day, pissed off at what they're doing and how they've been, you're sending them willingful energy for 6 hours that day. And they're walking around going, I feel good today. Damn, I don't know what's going on, but I feel amazing. So your anger for them is helping them through their day, making them full of light. Literally, they're excited to be alive on those days. And you're at the bottom of the fucking level of consciousness, hurting real bad, purging, sitting there in your soul, and your energy feels so poisoned. I cannot feel anger anymore. If I go to an angry vibration in my body, my whole body literally physically goes to straight pain. Like the worst pain. Especially when someone triggers me and they try to call me out about something and my whole body goes boom. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. I hate that vibration. No, 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 no. I used to love anger. Anger was my most precious place in vibration. You guys want to know the last time I got angry? I'll show you. The universe said, B, if you get angry again and act like that one more time, here's your fucking consequence. I was talking to my ex. We were sitting there on the couch. I was pissed off at her, and I was like, I can't stand that you don't see what you're doing wrong. You know, I was mirroring onto her what I couldn't stand, that I could see what I was doing wrong. And I took my hands and went, boom, and I smashed my hands on a table. You see this cut from here to here? I have no feeling in this part of my hand because the last time I got angry, I busted a fucking hole in my hand on the glass table, and Spirit was like, I bet you won't do that again. Okay? I bet you won't do that again. Okay? You're gonna get a lot of pain, Lee, if you don't stop. That's what I'm telling you guys. The further you go into anger and you keep going to a place, anger and just the rage, you're gonna get the consequences that I got. Okay? How you stop thinking about others is you get active in your day, focusing on you and what's going to make you happy. Okay, I'm going to do a video here in a second about a friend of mine wrote me and said she feels real alone. And I told her, ooh, I'm excited for you. I was like, I'm so excited for you that you feel alone, because that is where the growth is going to come. And now you're about to find yourself, okay? So how do you stop thinking about others? You literally start to get outside of yourself on a moment-to-moment basis and do something you love, because you have been too focused on someone else for so long. You have neglected the shit out of yourself, and you're probably even mirroring and projecting on them that they don't see you or they don't want to be with you. And that's you mirroring your own personal reality, that you don't see yourself and you don't want to be with yourself. Okay? So how do you stop thinking about others? You wake up. You immediately turn music on and jam. You go outside of your house and don't just sit in overthink mode. You go and you do something. You get active. This ascension is about put the feet to the ground and start walking. You got to get off your butts and stop sitting around doing nothing. Because if you're on your butt doing nothing, you're literally going to be in thought mode all day. Just overthink mode. And another thing you got to do is, another technique I got for you, like I said, it's simple. If you're in a place where you begin to overthink, the anger comes in, you start to seethe. Now you're in overthink mode, but you don't know you're in overthink mode. You pop conscious, right? And you become aware that you're sitting there with that energy. You're like, damn it, thinking like this again. If you don't change your environment in that moment, you will continue to think like that. My biggest thing I tell my people out there that I help is, whenever you realize you're in overthought process, it's time to change your whole physical reality and either go outside, shift your energy field somewhere else, okay? It's time for you to get out of yourself and shift your energy. That means if you're inside sitting on the couch and you're seething, just step outside for 5 minutes and watch how everything changes in your thought process. You got to get out of the energy you're in. I used to be laying in bed with anxiety during my early awakening when my ears were popping and it was doing all kinds of crap. My third eye's been opening the past 3 days, by the way. It's scaring the shit out of me. I don't know about you guys, but my fucking shit, it's scaring the fuck out of me. My ego's like, don't let go of me. I don't want to let go. And I'm sitting there all night, like for 3 hours laying in bed. My third eye's popping and pop, and shit's going on up here. My crown chakra's tingling, pressure's going on. So my third eye's opening right now. Obviously, my throat chakra has been wide open, but it's time for that third eye to open. So get out of yourself. That is how you stop the overthinking process. When I say get out of yourself, that means change environments, do something. That means, I don't mean turn a movie on, because you're going to still think during that movie. You know, go hug a tree. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to go hug a tree. Sounds like the right thing to do, doesn't it? Sounds like the right thing to do. This is my buddy right here. He's a good boy. He's a real good boy. He's a real good tree. If you could go hug a tree, and you guys learn how to be tree huggers, that is where life is at. I love Gaia. And I love the cat down the road. What you doing, Mr. Squat Man? He's my alien cat that came to me. Get you an animal too. Hold them animals whenever you're hurting and you're purging, right? Almost set on your ass, didn't I, Bubba? So, obviously, when you're hurting, it's because there's something unhealed in you. Something you're failing to see, okay? And when you're failing to see this, and you're not seeing what's going on in front of you and what you're angry at, it's an aspect of yourself that is unhealed. And what I mean by that is, ever since you were a child, somebody made you feel some type of way. And somehow you decided to, and for some reason you vibrated in that person into your life to literally show you that you need to heal this aspect of yourself because you are you're probably codependent. You need them in your life for happiness. You've placed them on a pedestal and now they're supposed to be what makes you happy. So now you don't even know how to make yourself happy. Okay. I want you guys, yeah, I use my feminine voice, Miss Shayla, whenever I love the way I talk to animals, are so pure. That's how I talk to babies too. But why are you eating grass? I guess maybe I should start doing that. I should take a lesson from you, Bubba. But so I have learned to literally look at myself and be like, why am I feeling this way about this person? Why do I feel so with the recent girl that I tried to date? We never really dated. We were just friends. I was really into her. I kept running on her. I'd chase her for a while. I would try to manipulate her and tell me that the relationship was going somewhere, and then I would run like a mother. All right, so I don't know what that's on my phone. So what I had to learn was it was something inside myself that I needed to heal. So this last girl, like I said, I would chase, manipulate, and run. And it was only because she was mirroring back to me the same energies that I was getting as a child from these girls that I liked, right? I don't know why the hell it's getting all choppy on y'all. My bad. Maybe I should try it. I don't know. Anyway, so literally I learned that the way this girl just made me feel was how these like 3 girls made me feel when I was a young kid. They always like chose other dudes. They would date me for like a week and go to other guys, and I like completely felt like neglected, unwanted, rejected. You know what I'm saying? Sorry I went out, guys. Like I pushed the button like 16 times on accident and got done with it. But I learned that like I was like, damn, so this is the same way I felt when I was a kid with those girls. And even my mom, I would get mad at her because whenever she would find a new man, I would tell her she was choosing him over me. So I felt rejected and unwanted and unloved, right? What was that mirroring back to me? That I reject myself, that I don't love myself, that I felt like I didn't even want myself. I want you guys to remember that literally every person in your reality reflects back to you the relationship to yourself. I'm a relationship coach, and what I came here to do was teach you guys that the most important relationship is going to be with yourself, with you. And that every reflection around you, every relationship you have with every human being around you is a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself, okay? I can't stand how this shit be cutting in and out on me. Universe, come on, hook me up with some Wi-Fi signal. But so that's how you're gonna heal. You're gonna heal through relationships. I want to remind you guys that no relationship is ever meant to make you happy. Relationships are meant to make you conscious. We were taught the wrong shit growing up. A relationship was never meant to make you happy, only meant to make you aware. And many relationships are temporary on this planet. They are not solidly in place and fucking, because you will level up throughout your life, and people can't be on the, if they're not on the same vibration as you, you cannot occupy the same room in the same space. So when you go up, because you're moving up and they're staying here, you'll fall out with them. You and that person will have a fallout. and you'll take it all, or they can take it personal, or you'll take it personal, but it's not personal. I just posted a post about this. So anger is your gateway to healing. Remember this. I'm being serious. Triggers, anger, all is your gateway to healing you. And if you have not yet realized that we are all one on this planet, one soul, experiencing life through billions of bodies, it's like Creator was sitting there formless, with no form, just consciousness. Knew that it could create whatever it wanted, right? To create my body, this whole planet, everything. It said to itself, what the hell am I going to do though? So it created different aspects of itself. Created you and me. Now, we are Creator experiencing itself, okay? Our Creator experiencing itself. And whenever you realize that your Creator experiencing itself, then you realize that every human being is a reflection of the love you have for yourself. So if they are rude to you and hate you and treat you with disrespect, that is how you treat yourself. And they are showing you your relationship with yourself. So right now, if you're in a toxic relationship, then you're toxic to yourself and your own soul, the way you think and act. You know, they're reflecting back to you the lack of love you have for yourself, because you're not respecting yourself enough to walk away from a situation and love yourself enough to let go of a person. They tried to teach us when we were growing up that you work through a relationship, you work hard through a relationship. You forgive them for the things they do. Well, there's a level of forgiveness that I will never go to ever again for the rest of my life. And that means that I will never allow a person to walk on me, make me feel less, reject me, whatever it be, get with someone else and make me feel terrible, and me just stay with them. I will forgive them, but I ain't going to be around you while you're doing that to me. You're gone out of my life. I'm no longer going to sit by and allow people to make me feel less than, whenever I know that they're reflecting back to me what I need to heal in me. So triggers and anger are going to be your path to healing. It teaches you about the light. We are light workers, right? And I don't even like that word no more. That's starting to get annoying to me. We call ourselves light workers, so that means that we're all just neglecting to see that we are dark too. And what I mean by that is that we are literally dark and light. So whenever we call ourselves light workers, we're literally claiming the light without the dark. And I wouldn't be who I am without the dark. The dark is what teaches me about the light. I have no idea what light is until I experience dark. I have no idea what the spectrum of emotion is until I experience the opposite one. That is what this gift of duality is in this reality. Is you really getting to experience form being physical, because you are formless out there, and you get to experience the broad spectrum of emotions. But I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't know how to treat a woman unless I treated a woman terrible. I wouldn't know how to love myself unless I didn't love myself at a point. I wouldn't know what good food was unless I ate bad food. That is this reality. We have to understand, we have to grasp that. We have to stop beating ourselves up when we are angry, though, because that is part of this journey. This journey is all about learning to embrace all aspects of yourself and love it to the core. Why? Because you're a light worker. So what the hell does that mean? You're a dark worker. I'm gonna call it that. Dark worker. What you came here to do was, you were loved before you came here. You were like a higher vibrational, 6-dimensional or above being. Nobody on the planet right now is under 6 dimensions, okay? I can't stand when people say there's dark workers on the planet and this and that. I'm like, there's people that are saying that they're holding space for dark because there has to be balance on this planet. But those people were loved before they came here, just like we were. They were, like, in my opinion, people who live more dark lives are more hardcore of souls than we are, because They chose to take on a level of darkness for the planet to transmute it. They may even die in this lifetime without waking up to light. Now, I think that's pretty commendable, and we should give some of them people some props, right? Like, oh, shit, you're not even going to wake up to the reality in this world? Shit, man, thank you for coming here and just spending time with us and showing us how to not be, because we needed that example. Okay? So we got to stop judging people out there and thinking that we know best for, like, you know, when someone's doing something, they're actually transmuting that for the collective. They may do it in 3 lifetimes, but they're going to do it. Okay? That's what they came here to do. Every being on this planet is 6-dimensional or higher. So when you came here, you chose to take on a level of darkness. Okay? You chose to take on a level of darkness and hold it for the collective until you were released from that timeline, and then you were going to go back to light. That's what we call an awakening. Okay? That's why you went through hell first. And now you're going back to heaven. You know, I've been sitting in a heaven vibration for 3 days now. I've been literally just happier than I've ever been, you know? Exactly. Silent treatment from another means you're ignoring your own needs. Disrespect means you're disrespecting yourself. Yes, exactly. You get it. So that is so crucial for us to understand that the anger in you is going to be what teaches you what needs to be healed in you. Because you're like, whenever I was angry at my ex, I was truly angry at myself. Always. It was never, I used to get in my ex's face and scream at her face to face when I was abusive masculine. And I would say, I hate you! I hate you! And I was mirroring onto her that I hated myself for who I become, for who I was. She didn't even know who the fuck I really was until I told her, and then obviously we split up. But this was just the most crucial part that I had to understand, that, like, when you hate someone else, you're hating an aspect of yourself. Like, I don't care who you are. Like I said, if someone's in your life and you hate them and you're angry at them all the time, they are your lesson about forgiveness. If you want to see a lesson in forgiveness and you want to see the example, watch how I talk about my ex-wife. I love her so much. She is so beautiful. She is such a smart individual. She is amazing. Now ask my friends that knew me a year and a half ago if I would say that. Ask them. Jessica Brown, she wrote me and was like, dude, you've made leaps and bounds. I'm like, I know. I fucking hate her. Fuck, I hate her so much. Now, I look at her, I'm like, man, she taught me so many lessons about what love wasn't, about how to treat a woman for real. You know, she always told me what I should have been doing, but I wasn't doing it. Now, I told her, I said, the girl that I end up with will come to you and thank you one day because you showed me what it was to love a woman, even though I never gave it to you. So this woman has taught me so much. And hate and anger is a terrible, heavy energy. It will weigh your soul down, make you feel so gross inside that you just want to, you can't even sit in it long because your body will get pissed off and shut down. Your body does not want to feel that shit. So if you're in a toxic situation, if you're angry all the time, it's time to take some stock on yourself and look at yourself and be like, okay, I'm angry at them for this. When was a time that I did this to somebody and I didn't see that I hurt them, but now I see that this energy hurts when you do this to somebody. And even if I didn't do that to somebody else out there in this world is, so I must have to forgive them. And I learned that my ex and my mom are my 2 lessons on forgiveness on this planet. My mom will be the hardest one to forgive. I'm actually in a beautiful place right now where I'm in that energy of beginning to forgive her. I'm starting to see that my resentment and perception issues as a child was very off. You know, she was always trying to be there for me. She kicked me out of the house at 13 and 2 weeks later asked me if I could come back to the house, but my dad had manipulated me with his child support shit, making me think that she shouldn't get it. So I stayed there with him. And then resentment and anger built in me. And she would come and she would put notes on my car trying to get me to come talk to her. I would never respond to. I was just angry, resentful. And it was my perception issues. My mom was always trying to be there for me. I was the one that wasn't there for myself. And I was mirroring it onto my mom. You know, I never showed up for myself and was there for myself and loved myself. So When you're in that angry energy field, look at yourself. I don't know how many times I can tell you guys, stop looking at the other person and thinking that they are a separate person from you. They are you in that body, and they are mirroring back to you what you need to heal and what you need to recognize and forgive. Your lesson in forgiveness, the quicker you can forgive somebody, the quicker you get back to happy. You know, the quicker you get back to happy. Okay? And that's what we all want, right? We all want to be happy in this reality. We all want to be having fun. We all want to be living life to the fullest. We don't want to be angry, sad, resentful, purging all the damn time. So I'm to a place where I know that I've purged the majority of the darkest things that I've been through. I'm on the uphill now, or downhill now. I ain't got much no more to purge that's literally going to kill my soul. Now everything coming into my reality is just little bitty lessons about how to not be triggered by people when they like disagree with my thinking. I'm learning how to be unoffendable. Somebody can tell me their truth and I'll know that they're mirroring onto me. I'm entering a level of woke that's real dangerous right now. Real dangerous to be woke, be unoffendable, and not care what nobody thinks about you. So I love you all so much. I'm going to do another video here next. So I really hope you guys got something out of this. Like I said, when you're in that angry energy, when you're pissed off and you're seething, change your environment. It's very crucial. That is my main technique to heal myself and get out of my fucking shit. Is when I'm sitting there and I'm on the chair and I'm pissed off and I'm seething. I can't turn a movie on or music to change my vibration. I got to get out of that environment and have a complete environmental change. The stimulus around me changes and I get out of my head. When you overthink and you have a negative energy, it starts to wane and you're just going to go down like this until you step off and get off the fucking anger pity party. Okay? You're going to keep wanging, going down. That's how energy works. And then you jump off and now your energy can start going back up and going back up. And going back up, and going back up, and going back up, okay? I hope you guys got something out of this. I love you guys so much. You can tune into my next video, and I will send nothing but love and light out to you guys today. Spirit just was like, do a Reiki session. So I'm probably going to do a free Reiki session for everybody today that's actually going through the, yeah, she just said take a shower. That one right there for empaths is the crucial. I go and wash the energy off me too. I might take 3 or 4. And whenever during your, beginning of your ascension and you're purging daily, flipping through the purges and you're really hurting, showers. Could be 8 a day. Clear that fucking shit off you. Water clears that shit off you. I picture the blackness just coming out of my skin, going down. Go stand in the wind. Watch the black shit just come off you while the wind blows by you. Man, that's the best way I do that shit. But I love you all so much, like more than you like ever know. Like I love you, like totally. I feel like I should do my nature voice to end the transmission. Today, we are sitting here talking about anger. Out in nature is where you will find your peace. I'll leave you with one thought. There's your thought. I love you guys so much. Peace out.